Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.
Let us all switch on our videos, please. We'll start with the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So let's close our eyes and chant Om 3 times. And then keeping our eyes closed, we will chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya like we have been doing for the past 2 days. Okay. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in for Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 So I'll sing the entire chant once, and definitely you can sing along. A lot of you might already be well aware now. In the past 2 days you have sung a lot. So you can sing along with this. Okay. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुक्कृङ्करणे भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते मूढजहिः धनागमतृष्णा कुरु सद्बुद्धिं मनसि वितृष्णां यल्लभसे निज कर्मोपात्तं वित्तं तेन विनोदय चित्तं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते यावद्वित्तो पाजनसक्तः तावन्निज परिवारो रक्तः पश्चाज्जीवति जर्जरदेहे वार्तां कोऽपि न पृच्छति गेहे भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते मा कुरु धनजन यौवनगर्वं हरति निमेषात् कालः सर्वं मायामयमिदम् अखिलं हित्वा ब्रह्मपदं त्वं प्रविश विदित्वा भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सुरमन्दिरतरु मूलनिवासः शय्याभूतलमजिनं वासः सर्वपरिग्रह भोगत्यागः कस्य सुखं न करोति विरागः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते भगवद्गीता किञ्चिदधीता गङ्गाजललव कणिका पीता सकृदपि येन मुरारिसमर्चा क्रियते तस्य यमेन न चर्चा भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते पुनरपि जननं पुनरपि मरणं पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम् इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गेयं गीता नाम सहस्रं ध्येयं श्रीपति रूपमजस्रं नेयसज्जन संगे चित्तं देयं दीनजनाय च वित्तं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यं नास्ति ततः सुख लेशः सत्यं पुत्रादपि धन भजां भीतिः सर्वत्रैषा विहितारीतिः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गुरुचरणाम्बुज निर्भरभक्तः संसाराच्चिरात् भवमुक्तः सेन्द्रियमानस नियमादेवं द्रक्ष्यसि निज हृदयस्थं देवं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. Okay, so now we can do the last two verses.
Yeah, but I know what was, as we were just chanting this, the thought came to my mind. Such a beautiful delivery of the verses, through this form of music. So, I can understand that. And I've heard you so many times, of course, at home also, etc., etc. So, ये जो delicate touch है, of course, मैं भी when I give, conduct sessions, etc., courses, art of living courses, intro talks, I use a lot of. I see that how my voice can be delivered in a better way. But can you share something about it? How does it, and does it make an impact apart from singing, but all of us are not singers, but can this help us in some way?
Yeah, Saleel, of course, voice and singing is such an integral part of my life. But I have seen and I've observed that how you speak, how you use your voice also influences your relationships to a great deal. Of course, now there has been a lot of talk going on about Lataji's demise. And to me, she was goddess Saraswati incarnate. And I'm not really exaggerating when I say that Saleel knows what place she had in my heart. And she was my first music guru because I have listened to her from childhood and grown up listening to her and singing her songs. And I have always been awed by the perfection of voice, of sur, of tonal quality, of timbre, of expression that she carried. Nobody else in the world, in the history of mankind, has been like that. Trust me, and in the next few centuries, nobody is going to be born like that. But this is about the singing. But do you know that a personality like that and a voice like that can also influence our daily lives? And very recently, I heard this sharing by I forgot his name now, but a very well-known surgeon who was known for his extraordinary precision in surgery. He's a Pakistani surgeon. I today got his video on WhatsApp, and I'm sure we'll forward this in the group. And I'll just share a small thing that he said. He himself is saying that once I was interviewed, and I was asked, how did you attain this perfection in surgery, precision and perfection in surgery? Whom did you learn it from? And he says, spontaneously, the answer that I gave was Lata Mangeshkar. Can you believe that? And the people who were asking him were flabbergasted. Like, how can it be Lata Mangeshkar? She's not even a surgeon. She's a singer. How did she teach you this thing? He said, मैंने उनको बचपन से सुना है और वो जो pinpoint precision of notes, of उच्चारण, of expression, of mood, everything that she carried again and again in every single song that she recorded for well over 5 decades, that's half a century, is what I saw as an example that I should, when I move my hand, when I'm performing a surgery over somebody, it should move with the same pinpoint precision. And his inspiration, believe it or not, was Lata Mangeshkar. And truly, for me, in everything I do, I like to be perfect. I like to be perfect. Baba, you all know Baba, and he always used to scold me that, I know Harshal will not sing anything unless every line he has practiced perfectly. But I think it probably, now that I think of it, it has gone into my zehen mein jata hai na, kehte hai aise. This listening to Lata Mangeshkar's perfection and always being in awe of that perfection. So I think it definitely affects the perfection, precision affects how you deal with your daily, relationships, everything. And voice is definitely, Saleel, a part of it, because communication is such a vital part of any relation. It can be husband, wife, brother, sister, or friend, or lover, or your boss, or your juniors, and how you speak to them. It's a vast subject of how you can use your voice to connect, to influence, to create impact. It's a huge subject, and definitely it matters. And as a singer, I have found it very, very useful that my riyaz, my singing, voice modulation is an innate part of singing, and that automatically translates into speaking. Yes, Dr. Javed Iqbal of Pakistan. Yeah, somebody put that on chat. Yeah, so definitely it greatly influences our daily lives.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. And I hope you are, because everybody is waiting for your upcoming workshop, and I hope we will get to learn these. Means, अभी देखो हम लोग को पता है हम ऐसा गा नहीं सकते, राइट? लेकिन अगर हमारे लाइफ में कुछ प्रैक्टिकल यूज हो सके इस डेलिकेटनेस का, इस वॉइस कल्चरिंग का, द वे द वॉइस इज थ्रोन, द वे द वॉइस इज मॉड्यूलेटेड, जैसे आई कंडक्ट अ वर्कशॉप कॉल्ड मिरर, है ना? So similarly, but that's a little different. It goes more on about stage and how to modulate your voice for big presentations, etc. But here through singing, definitely, yeah. So this workshop that you see, Power of Voice Modulation with Harshal, immediately after Mahashivratri, 1st March is Mahashivratri. Na? I hope all of you are planning doing an advanced course for Mahashivratri. In that period, it's a very auspicious time, a very special time. Gurudev says when the Shiva Tattva meets, the Purush meets Prakriti. The Shiva Tattva is very close to the earth, the closest on that day of the year. Yeah. Of course, अभी 2 श्लोक करने बाकी है, but बहुत लोग कल से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं हर्षल, परसों से ही रादर, some bhajan from you, because बाद में वो होता नहीं है. Once we go into the shlokas, it doesn't happen. Yeah. See, Lata ji is asking, is this workshop for singers only? वही तो मैं बोल रहा था ना, जिसको सिंगर नहीं बनना है, क्या वो भी वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन का और इस नजाकत का कुछ यूज कर सकता है क्या? That is what Harshal just said. I hope you are hearing. Okay, anyway. So can we have some bhajan?
So singing a bhajan is a good idea because it will also serve as a warm-up. Warm-up is also a very important part of using your voice. So please sing along. I'll just sing a nice, sweet, familiar bhajan that we always sing in Art of Living. It's one of my favorites. I've been singing for the past 20 years, this bhajan. But I'll never get tired of it. Narayana, Narayana, Jaya Govinda Hare. Narayana, Narayana, Jaya Govinda Hare. Narayana, Narayana, Jaya Gopal Hare. Narayana, Narayana, Jaya Gopal Hare. Narayana, Narayana, Jaya Govinda Hare. जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे नारायण नारायण जय गोपाल हरे
I'm sure one person has intensified the desire to listen to one more, but I think now we should first complete the two shlokas, and then there is time we will do one or two more bhajans.
So I'll sing it once and everyone can repeat twice. Okay?
And now we'll do word by word.
अर्थमनर्थं
अर्थमनर्थम
भावय
अर्थमनर्थम सॉरी
नित्यम्
भावय नित्यम भावय नित्यम
नास्ति ततः सुख
नास्ति ततः सुख नास्ति ततः सुख
लेशः सत्यम्
लेशः सत्यम् लेशः सत्यम्
पुत्रादपि धन
पुत्रादपि धन पुत्रादपि धन.
Okay, here it is supposed to be bhajam bhiti. Okay, it's not bhajam. Bhajam bhiti.
भाजां भीतिः भाजां भीतिः
सर्वत्रैषा
सर्वत्रैषा सर्वत्रैषा
विहितारीतिः
विहितारीतिः विहितारीतिः.
अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यम्
अर्थमनर्थं भावय नित्यम्
नास्ति ततः सुखलेशः सत्यम्
नास्ति ततः सुखलेशः सत्यम् नास्ति ततः सुखलेशः सत्यम्.
पुत्रादपि धनभाजां भीतिः
पुत्रादपि धन भाजां भीतिः पुत्रादपि धन भाजां भीतिः
सर्वत्रैषा विहितारीतिः
सर्वत्रैषा विहितारीतिः सर्वत्रैषा विहितारीतिः. You see the meaning now? Wealth is not welfare. Truly, there is no joy in it. Reflect thus at all times. तो पैसा आने से सुख मिलेगा, समाधान मिलेगा, संतोष मिलेगा, ये जरूरी नहीं है. ये है ही नहीं. पैसे में सुख नहीं है, आनंद नहीं है, समाधान संतोष नहीं है. Truly there is no joy in it. Very clearly Adi Shankaracharya ji is telling us, so that it really goes into our heads and connects to our heart. Truly there is no joy in it. लेकिन ये जो हम एक गलत धारणा लेके पूरा जीवन जीते रहते हैं कि ज्यादा पैसा मिलेगा तो मुझे ज्यादा सुख मिलेगा, पैसा इक्वल टू सुख, पैसा इक्वल टू समाधान, पैसा इक्वल टू बेटर लाइफ, ये जो इक्वेशन बना है हमारे मन में, इस इक्वेशन को तोड़ना जरूरी है. ट्रूली देयर इज नो जॉय इन इट. रिफ्लेक्ट दस एट ऑल टाइम्स. तो बार बार इस पे मनन, चिंतन, स्वाध्याय करना आवश्यक है. रिच मैन फियर्स इवन हिज ओन सन. कब मेरी पूरी दौलत, मेरी संपत्ति, मेरी प्रॉपर्टी मेरे बच्चे छीन लेंगे, ये डर होता है. This is how it happens in the world. This is the way of wealth everywhere. Right? तो पैसे के साथ इनसिक्योरिटी, चिंता बढ़ जाती है, सुख नहीं बढ़ता. एक क्षणिक सुख मिलेगा. You might go do some European tour and come and you will say, oh, I just blew away 5 lakh rupees. Yeah, but it's so momentary. But for the long term, what you are getting, जैसे गुरुदेव बोलते हैं ना, sacrificing short-term happiness for a long-term happiness, that is intelligence, that is wisdom. But going for short-term happiness and sacrificing long-term happiness, that is foolishness, isn't it? Yes, let's go to the next shloka, the last.
Guru Charanambuja
Guru Charanambuja, Guru Charanambuja,
Nirbhara Bhaktaha
Nirbhara Bhaktaha, Nirbhara Bhaktaha,
Samsarat
Samsara, Samsara,
Achirat Bhavamuktaha
Achirat Bhavamuktaha,
Sendriya Manasa
Tendriya Manasa, Tendriya Manasa,
Niyamadevam
Niyamadevam, Niyamadevam,
Drakshyasi Nija
Drakshasi Nija, Drakshasi Nija,
Hridayastham Devam
Hridayastham Devam, Hridayastham Devam,
Guru Charanambhuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha
Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha, Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhaktaha,
Samsarat Achirat Bhavamuktaha
Samsarat Achirat Bhavamuktaha, Samsarat Achirat Bhavamuktaha,
Sendriya Manasa Niyamadevam
Tendriya Manasa Niyamadevam, Tendriya Manasa Niyamadevam,
Drakshyasi Nija Hridayastham Devam
Rakshasi Nija Hridayastham Devam, Rakshasi Nija Hridayastham Devam. So, this is an offering to the Guru Charan, to the lotus feet of the Guru. And Adi Shankaracharya ji is addressing the devotee here. You know, in the whole Bhaja Govindam, he has been generally addressing any human being, you know, making them aware of their ignorance, कि वो किस अज्ञान में जी रहे हैं. इन जनरल मनुष्य से बात कर रहे थे अभी तक, लेकिन अभी भक्त से बात कर रहे हैं. ये जो स्पेसिफिक श्लोक है, इसमें ओ डिवोटी, he has addressed the devotee, one who has a guru, right? May thou be soon free from samsara. And आदि शंकराचार्य जी ही प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं कि जो भी भक्त है, जो गुरु के प्रति समर्पित है, वो मुक्त हो जाए संसार से. लेकिन आगे का पार्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आदि शंकराचार्य जी ने तो हमारे लिए प्रार्थना कर दी, लेकिन वो आगे बता रहे हैं कैसे. थ्रू डिसिप्लिन्ड, द सेम मीनिंग रोहन, थ्रू डिसिप्लिन्ड सेंसेस एंड कंट्रोल्ड माइंड. थ्रू डिसिप्लिन्ड सेंसेस, जो 5 इंद्रिय हैं, उन पर एक नियंत्रण, अनुशासन और मन पर नियंत्रण. Through disciplined senses and controlled mind, thou shalt come to experience the indwelling Lord of your heart. तभी ये अनुभव होगा कि मेरे दिल में ही है वो दिव्यता, मेरे दिल में ही वो ईश्वर है, मेरे दिल में ही वो गुरु तत्व है. तो ये जो दो चीजें बहुत जरूरी है. इंद्रियों के वश में बार बार हम आ जाते हैं, तो वो अनुशासन जरूरी है वहां पे. और मन भटकता रहता है. ये एंजाइटी या वरी या इनसिक्योरिटी, ये क्या है? वेयर इज इट इंस्टॉल्ड? वेयर इज योर रिग्रेट इंस्टॉल्ड? वेयर इज योर एंगर? इज इट समवेयर इन योर बॉडी? इज इन योर माइंड एंड इट इज अफेक्टिंग द होल बॉडी? या देन इट इज गेटिंग कन्वर्टेड इनटू डिसीज. लेकिन ये मन में है ना, तो मन पे जितना नियंत्रण हो सकेगा या मन के जितना हम परे जा सकते हैं. सो गुरु का आशीर्वाद हो तो उनसे जो भी विद्या, जो साधना, जो ज्ञान मिलता है, उसके सहारे हम ये दो चीजें कर सकते हैं, इंद्रियों पर वश और मन पर नियंत्रण. वेरी गुड. तो ये ना, ये for maybe about half a minute, since this shloka directly addressed the Guru and it is like an offering, a surrender to the Guru's feet, let us just close our eyes for half a minute and offer our sankalpa. जो भी हमने पिछले 10 श्लोक में सुना, समझा, उस अज्ञान से हम निकलकर ज्ञान की तरफ बढ़ें. माया के जाल में जो हम बार बार फंसते रहते हैं, उससे निकलें, असत्य से सत्य की ओर बढ़ें. जो अलग अलग बंधनों में फंसे हुए हैं, वो बंधनों से बाहर निकल के मुक्ति की तरफ बढ़े. जो विभिन्न काम वासनाओं में फंसे हैं हम, उससे मुक्त होकर वैराग्य की तरफ बढ़े. ओम असतोमा सतगमय, तमसोमा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतम गमय. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Surrendering this prayer to Gurudev. Slowly, gradually, let us open our eyes. I think Harshal, since Guru की बात हुई है, definitely before we end the session today, if you could share some, you have met Gurudev so many times, and that too in different parts of the world, some incident with him, some Guru story, if you could.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm saying, like, some people were asking in the chat, is this workshop for singers or for whom it is? So can you give some more clarity as to this workshop which you will conduct? I mean, you keep conducting this workshop even otherwise. And yes, this one thing I must definitely tell all of you, that we have requested Harshal to offer this workshop at a 50% discount for our community. Only for now. So it is a limited time offer. You must register immediately. So as you can see here, these are the takeaways: how to train your voice to maximize for different types of impactful communication. how to make your speech charming for winning over friends and clients, how to avoid conflicts and misunderstandings in relationships with the right tone and timing. बहुत बारी होता है ना, हम बोलना चाहते हैं कुछ और बोलते कुछ दूसरा, समझता कुछ और है, और फिर हम बोलते हैं अरे नहीं नहीं मैं ये नहीं कहना चाह रहा था, मेरा कहने का मतलब ऐसा था, लेकिन क्यों उसको ऐसे लगा, गलत मतलब क्यों उसके मन में आया, क्योंकि तुम्हारा बोलने का टोन गलत था, है ना. And connecting with people, networking with people, how you will connect them in a good way. They should get the right perception of what you are, right? This is very important in friendships and even in customer relationships, and of course in general overall communication everywhere. So there you see the timer is अभी 3 घंटे बचे हैं इसमें registration करने के लिए to get this limited time offer of 50% discount. अच्छा, chat में please type करो who wants to go for it. कल से सब लोग बोल रहे थे ना वर्कशॉप registration link. Rama, can you post the registration link? Here also it is.
I would like to share something.
Yeah.
So I've always thought that many of the things that are so useful and crucial in life, a lot of knowledge, is not taught in schools. Things like these actually should be taught in schools to children also. They should grow up understanding these basic things about even speech. But these intricacies are not taught in school. Like that day, if you remember, Saleel, we were speaking about public speaking in front of a crowd. It's not taught in our schools and colleges. It is such a crucial part of your personality, of your personality development. So, well, it's better late than never. You can even learn it now. I'll share one simple basic thing. It sounds very basic, but we probably never notice it. Again, coming back to Lata ji, I have learned this by observing her singing. If you notice, I'm sure all of you will agree with this, there is a very high level of pran shakti in her singing. Have you noticed that? The voice never sounds down. There is this brilliant, bright, shining light in her voice. It's the pran shakti. It's the energy. Of course, we cannot create that energy inside of that level. These are Gandharvas. But I feel that when we speak, even in general, when we speak to anybody at home or at office, at work, many a times our energy level is less. It's shallow, and it's because we are breathing shallow. Have you noticed that? If you breathe shallow, your energy level is less, and your speech does not carry that vibration. It does not create any effect on the listener. So if you consciously breathe better and speak, the energy level in your voice automatically increases. And I feel that's a very crucial part of speech in general. If you want to engage a listener, your speech should have energy. And this is something you need to observe when you're speaking. A lot of people I've seen, there is like when they start speaking to you, it's like a drone, or after some time you get lost. You're not even hearing what they're saying because there is no energy in their voice. That energy we have within us, but we need to be aware. So breathing correctly and just having this awareness that I should have energy when I speak creates a big difference to your communication. I feel this has really helped in office especially. Yeah, so Saleel was asking me to share a guru story. Since we have been talking on the topic of voice, all this is, well, voice modulation or good singing and this and that, everything is fine. But I tell you, it's impossible without the grace of the Guru. And ask me. I owe my voice to him. That's another long story which we don't have time for. Some other day I'll share about how I had lost my voice and I got it back because of Guruji. But then it's when he really blessed me that suddenly I started being called everywhere for satsangs. And that incident I'll never forget because it was in 2000 or probably late 2000 or early 2001. And I was working in the US as an IT consultant, and I used to travel a lot. And Guruji used to come there often, and it was very nice because very few people used to come at that time in the US. This is 20 years back, and there was this chance, first opportunity that I had got to sing in a satsang where he was there. Okay, it was the last day of the advanced course, and Guruji was giving darshan, and we all know when Guruji is giving darshan, there is bhajans going on. But luckily for me, that day the American singers had left, so there was nobody singing, and I was like the only person who could sing. So by default, I had to go there and start singing. And when I started singing, as soon as I started singing, Guruji was hugging somebody and meeting. He immediately turned and looked at me like, who is this new voice? Kind of look he gave me. And then he kept looking at me throughout the satsang. And at the end of the satsang, I went and met him. And he took a rose and he said, "बहुत बढ़िया गाते हो तुम," and he blessed me on my head with the rose. And I'm telling you, that was a turning point. That particular day, the moment it was like a blessing, what he said. It was a blessing. And I started getting calls left, right, center for satsangs ever since that blessing I got from Guruji. So I feel it's impossible without his grace, without his blessing, that we can move ahead in anything for that matter. Truly.
So I was imagining the whole incident, how it must have happened.
It's etched in my memory. Totally.
Excellent. Yeah, of course. Guru is like a accelerator and a catalyst and an amplifier. चिंगारी को आग में भड़का देते हैं गुरुदेव. And yeah, now see, I hope all of you are also, observing, see the kind of things, and I have been so lucky, when I go to Mumbai, अभी तो मैं Bangalore में हूँ, Harshal Mumbai में है, but we were born and brought up in Mumbai, and mommy and daddy both used to like music. Daddy used to play on the harmonium, and then he used to, keep buying these Lata Mangeshkar's cassettes, and then we used to hear so many songs, and then Harshal used to, sing them also. तो अभी भी जब मैं मुंबई जाता हूँ या हम लोग जब दोनों फोन पे भी बात करते हैं, the kind of sharing, it is not just about being a singer. It is also about how well someone understands music. तो वो जो एक शेयरिंग होती है ना म्यूजिक के, जैसे अभी ये जो इंसिडेंट शेयर किया सर्जन के लिए लता मंगेशकर इंस्पिरेशन है फॉर द प्रिसीजन एंड द परफेक्शन. वॉइस कैसे कैसे यूज हो सकता है. तो ये जो क्वालिटी शेयरिंग है ना, ये जो म्यूजिक में काफी इवॉल्व्ड है, उसी से ऐसा सुनने को मिलता है. So this is something I really miss when I come back to Bangalore. These discussions about music, and they connect so much. They connect to life. They connect to various aspects of life. So I keep telling Harshal, you should frequently go on Instagram and YouTube and share these pearls of wisdom. Where people are really wanting to listen to such interesting stories, nice anecdotes, and how it connects to our own life, our own emotions, the ups and downs that everyone goes through. Do you agree to what I'm saying? Is it making sense to all of you? Yeah? ऐसा सुनना अच्छा लगेगा ना, ऐसा कुछ सुनने को मिलता है. तो वही सेम चीज हम सुनते रहते हैं ना, different TV programs or whatever we watch. Great. तो अच्छा हाँ, अभी एक सरप्राइज ये ऑफर हुआ है कि we will there is something additional. I don't know what's that going to be. That's going to be a surprise for you. There is going to be a surprise thing, which gift or something that you will be getting. अभी I will not tell you what that will be. ये ऑफर तो अभी 3 घंटे तक ओपन है, टुडे मिडनाइट तक. बट जो ये सेशन खत्म होने के पहले रजिस्टर करेंगे ना, उनको वो सरप्राइज गिफ्ट भी मिलेगा. ओके. So maybe today, Harshal, if it is possible, if maybe for 5-10 minutes, if we can extend till 9:10 or 9:15, if you don't have any other thing, maybe one more song, and I see कोई गाते गाते कोई एक और स्टोरी अगर आ जाती है गुरुदेव की, या anything else you want to share, So
you want to sing a bhaja?
Whatever you want.
Everyone can sing along.
Up to you. So
yeah.
And those who will, that 20-minute timing is starting now. Till 9:15 we will go on. Until 9:15, those who register and you type in the chat registered and you send the screenshot of your registration to one of our hosts or organizers. Then you will get another big surprise. Pleasant surprise, of course.
So one of the favorite Art of Living bhajans. Oh, one Lataji's song. Okay, if you don't get me started on Lataji's songs, okay, I can go on and on.
फिर तो ये ऑफर का टाइम चलते तक हम 12 तक यही रहेंगे फिर अगर लता जी स्टार्ट हो जाती है तो.
Okay, yeah, good idea. You know, there is this very beautiful song of Lataji, and it's sung a lot for Guruji. We have sung it a lot for Guruji also. So it's one of my personal favorites also. So I'll sing that, and then we'll sing a bhajan. Let me get the lyrics out.
Congrats, Archana, for registering. Send a screenshot to one of the volunteers. The link is in the chat, Parul.
So if you know the song, you can sing along sitting there, okay? मैं धरा की धूल हूँ, मैं धरा की धूल हूँ. Oh, before I continue, you know this song says, तुम गगन के चंद्रमा हो, मैं धरा की धूल हूँ. And when this was sung for the first time in front of Guruji, he said, नहीं नहीं, तुम धरा की धूल नहीं हो, तुम तो हमारे फूल हो. तो ऐसा कहना कि मैं तुम्हारी फूल हूँ. So we have always been singing it like that ever since. Okay? तुम गगन के चंद्रमा हो, मैं धरा की धूल हूँ, मैं तुम्हारी फूल हूँ. तुम प्रणय के देवता हो, तुम प्रणय के देवता हो, मैं समर्पित फूल हूँ. तुम गगन के चंद्रमा हो, मैं तुम्हारी फूल हूँ, मैं तुम्हारी फूल हूँ. तुम हो पूजा, मैं पुजारी, तुम सुधा, मैं प्यास हूँ, तुम सुधा, मैं प्यास हूँ. तुम महासागर की सीमा, मैं किनारे की लहर. तुम महासंगीत के स्वर, मैं अधूरी सांस पर. तुम हो काया, मैं हूँ छाया, तुम हो काया, मैं हूँ छाया. तुम क्षमा, मैं भूल हूँ. तुम गगन के चंद्रमा हो, मैं धरा की धूल हूँ, तुम्हारी फूल हूँ। तुम उषा की लालिमा हो, भोर का सिंदूर हो। तुम उषा की लालिमा हो, भोर का सिंदूर हो। मेरे प्राणों की हो गुंजन, मेरे मन का मयूर हो। तुम हो पूजा मैं पुजारी, तुम हो पूजा मैं पुजारी। तुम सुधा मैं प्यास हूँ, तुम गगन के चंद्रमा हो। मैं तुम्हारी फूल हूँ, मैं तुम्हारी फूल हूँ। तुम प्रणय के देवता हो, तुम प्रणय के देवता हो। मैं समर्पित फूल हूँ। So now let's sing some nice upbeat bhajan, one of our favorite art of living bhajans. Sing along, okay? Clap and sing. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Hari Keshav Hari Govinda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Hari Keshav Hari Govinda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Hari Keshav Hari Govinda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Hari Keshav Hari Govinda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayan Hari Om. Vanmali Murli Dhari, गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी। वनमाली मुरली धारी, गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी। नित नित कर माखन चोरी, गोपी मनहारी। नित नित कर माखन चोरी, गोपी मनहारी। वनमाली मुरली धारी, गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी। वनमाली मुरली धारी, गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी। नित नित कर माखन चोरी, गोपी मनहारी। नित नित कर माखन चोरी, गोपी मनहारी। आओ रे कान्हा रे, गोकुल के प्यारे। हे आओ रे कान्हा रे, गोकुल के प्यारे। गाओ रे नाचो रे, रास रचाओ रे। नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी आओ रे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे आओ रे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे गाओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे गाओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि
जूम में भी डांस कर सकते हैं। जूम का नाम ही जूम है। जूम ही खुद बोलता है झूमो झूम राइट। बैठे बैठे डांस कर सकते हैं, है कि नहीं? मन तो हो रहा था ना सब लोग को, है ना? हर्षल, वो that day we were talking ना, yesterday or day before I think you were sharing क्या था वो about लता मंगेशकर only। एकदम वो बात मुझे हिट कर गई थी। oh yeah, screenshot, yes, thank you। हाँ हाँ, that song क्या जानू सजन, what was that song? उसके बारे में you were sharing something, can you just
that's yeah yeah
a lot of people have registered, by the way, Harshal, for the workshop.
oh that's nice, yeah,
You
good,
were
good.
singing, but I was reading the chat and I have
Okay,
congratulated.
that's really nice, yeah, good that people are taking
25
interest.
people have 25 have already registered.
Okay, that's great, that's great. uh, yeah, that particular song, yeah, that's the song, that example of this song I give to a lot of my students actually who learn music. And it's a very very technically advanced song. You may not feel it on hearing like that. It's obviously extremely beautiful. If you have heard, I don't know if they have heard, the song goes something like I'm not going to sing the full thing, but
Yeah, just that day you shared something, one or two
so
specific.
क्या जानू सजन होती है क्या गम की शाम जल उठे 100 दिए लेके फिर तेरा नाम क्या जानू सजन. This is the song. Now the thing to really observe in this is the way the kya is said. So, when we sing from a singing point of view, the normal tendency will be to do kya. So you go like this. Kya, I'm sure you can understand this curve. Kya. But this is one person who can hit the note directly, in the sense that imagine you breathe in. Okay. Now with the next out breath, your voice, there's a point, where exact point where the voice starts. Okay. Even while speaking, I've taken a breath, I'm going to speak. Now that the beginning point of that now's na. For example, in this, the beginning point of that kya ka ka, that has to be the perfect note. It is the most difficult thing for a singer on this planet to achieve. For her, it came naturally. That is why she is regarded as a Sur Samragni. You will be spellbound by every time how that kya is said. It is like she was, her mind, and you know what? The mind has to be there at the note. It is not just, the voice will not go there if the mind is not there. And for the mind to be at that pinpoint precise note, it's like being the present moment. You can't have any thoughts at that time. So this is an amazing thing that I've observed. If you want to hit the right note, your breath should be smooth, perfect. Your body should be fit. You can't feel down, your energy is low, you're feeling sick, then you can't do it. Your mind should be stable. You should have the ability to bring your mind to the present moment right now. Okay, I have to sing now. Forget the world. Okay, anything might have happened. झगड़ा होके अभी झगड़ा हुआ होगा किसी के साथ या कुछ भी हुआ हो सकता है, whatever. No, it doesn't matter. Right now, do I have the ability to bring my mind there at the precise moment? Is an example that you have to observe when you go home and listen to this song. You'll be spellbound by how that kya starts. And every word where she starts the line is pinpoint at that. So you will know it. You will realize it. That requires great ability, of the mind. Like I said, the mind, breath, being able to take care of your emotional garbage also, not interfering in this. So it's the mark of a great yogi, actually. You can't do like this if you're not a yogi. It's not possible. And like we say, my teachers always say that singing is a pranayam, because you breathe in, you take good deep breaths, and you know what, we use abdominal breath while singing. And you breathe out gradually, because when you're singing, you can't just breathe out, you breathe out gradually. So it's a pranayam that we are doing constantly when you sing. That's the reason you feel so good when you sing. No, you're actually doing pranayam.
Awesome. That is really so. हाँ, तो प्राणायाम करेंगे तो अच्छा लगेगा ही. गाते ही इतना अच्छा लगता है. देखो, जब लोग दुखी होते हैं तभी भी गाते हैं, और जब वो दुख में गाते हैं तो उनको अच्छा लगने लगता है, क्योंकि प्राणायाम किया. Amazing. Acha, wait, this Harshal, such beautiful sharing. Whenever I talk to Harshal and something like this comes up, मैं ऐसे wow, oh my God, ये मेरे स्टेट में जाते रहता हूँ. कितने लोगों को अभी हर्षल ने जो लास्ट 3-4 minutes में जो शेयर किया, if you felt a wow, please type wow in the chat. If you felt that, oh wow, क्या था ये, मस्त. Please type wow in the chat. And you can be honest. नहीं लगा तो मत लिखो. हर्षल को वैसे भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है.
पर मुझे मैं ये कितना शेयर कर चुका हूँ स्पेशली मेरे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, क्योंकि चलो पहली बार थैंक्स टू सलील आई गॉट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू शेयर समथिंग लाइक दिस डीप ऑन अ म्यूजिक सब्जेक्ट टू एवरीवन, एंड आई थिंक आई शुड स्टार्ट डूइंग दिस. But every time I say this, that wow comes in my mind,
I've been telling Harshal for so long that even for people who have got nothing to do with music, but you share. Now see, अभी देखो हमको एक बड़ा हिंट मिला ना, गाना मतलब प्राणायाम है. अरे तो जिसको अभी नहीं, जो बाथरूम में भी नहीं गाया, गाना चालू करो. मतलब प्राणायाम सिर्फ सुबह एक बार करना चाहिए, थोड़ी जरूरी है, बीच में हो जाएगा प्राणायाम. प्राण शक्ति आपकी बढ़ेगी, अच्छा ही होगा ना. तो ऐसे बहुत कुछ इनपुट्स मिलते हैं. अभी जैसे लता मंगेशकर के बारे में जो बताया, वो सुर स्टार्ट नोट पे लगना, उसमें कितना ब्रेथ कंट्रोल एंड क्या क्या होना चाहिए, तो इसके लिए सोची when you are sitting with him, so good way is being in this workshop. ऐसे बहुत कुछ हीरे मोती बीच में निकलते हैं, है ना. तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग एंड एनरिचिंग होता है. Great. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for reciprocating to my request, all of you. Okay. Okay. So there's 1 more minute to 9:15. That extra surprise wala offer is going to close in 1 minute, and then Harshal, in 1 minute we can close. Acha, you know what I would suggest? The 50% discount offer तो valid है till 12 midnight. I think आप होता है ना, कुछ हम अच्छा कुछ सुनते हैं, अच्छा कुछ करके आते हैं, एक दो फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करते हैं. अगर आपका मन कर रहा है तो यू कैन इन्फॉर्म समबडी, सम फ्रेंड, और जस्ट कॉल देम अप एंड टेल देम 12 बजे तक रात को ये 50% डिस्काउंट का ऑफर है, बढ़िया वर्कशॉप है. क्या वर्कशॉप है मत पूछ, मेरे रजिस्टर कर और मेरे को स्क्रीनशॉट भेज. अपने क्लोज फ्रेंड्स होते हैं ना, उनको ज्यादा बताना नहीं होता है, उनको सिर्फ बोलना होता है ये कर, मैं भी आ रहा हूं, है ना. हाउ डू यू गो फॉर अ मूवी? डू यू स्टार्ट डिस्क्राइबिंग द स्टोरी टू योर फ्रेंड? पहले ये होगा, फिर ये डायलॉग आएगा, फिर वो उसको मारेगा, ये होगा नहीं ना. बोलते चुपचाप चल, मैं देखा है बहुत अच्छा है, मेरे साथ चल, मैं तेरे साथ सेकंड टाइम देखने आ रहा हूँ. तो वैसा आपको करना है तो आप कर सकते हो. उज्ज्वला, हाउ टू रजिस्टर? Rama, can you post the link, registration link again? Just go to that link, Ujjwala, and you can register. So yeah, Harshal, anything last?
I think that's it. I think we will meet again, keep meeting again with different ideas, and I really, my heartfelt thanks to, of course, my brother Saleel. I am not saying, I know you're all used to saying Saleel ji, but मुझे बड़ा अजीब लगता है to say Saleel ji, because he's so of course at home I call him Dada, but it will sound really odd if I call him Dada here. So thanks to Saleel for coming up with this concept and organizing this whole thing. For me also it was enriching. I had never before learned the Bhaja Govindam, but I must also say that I have composed this new tune for, of course it's no match for the original MS Subbulakshmi. She's also the Bharat Ratna MS Subbulakshmi's tune, but that's mighty complicated to sing, and definitely not something for this kind of a session. So I thought, let's compose something more simpler, easy on the ear. So I composed this on that day and we did this. And thanks to all the other volunteers who are helping, making these slides and being so prompt in doing, helping me with the sound check, and sending messages and getting people so that they all benefit. It is really amazing that everyone is giving that time for this, and thanks to all of you, and really amazing. I don't know all the names, so I'm just saying in general to everyone. Yeah, maybe Saleel knows the names.
Right.
Awesome. The behind the scenes.
Yeah, the behind the scenes people are actually the pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ela is raising her hand from the other behind the scenes people.
Yes, of course. Ela, and I think Rama.
No, there are a lot of people. There is Rama, there is Rohan, there is Kaustubh, there is Neeta, Priyanka, Rishabh has been like an immense help. So many people, बहुत सारे लोग हैं. Then we had Sukhada also, then Monica, there is Aarti ji, so many. Wonderful. So ठीक है. अच्छा, I think we should inform all of you also that Harshal and me, we are planning like an interview and as a tribute to Lata Mangeshkar ji. So that we will do mostly on YouTube live or Instagram live session in the next few days. Let us see, जितना जल्दी हो सके. That will be something really interesting. अभी देखो, एक गाने के 2 लाइन सुने ना तो कैसा लगा, right? That whole program will be dedicated to Lata Mangeshkar ji. Yes. बढ़िया. Okay. क्या हुआ?
Next गायत्री त्रिकाल संध्या.
हाँ. अभी स्वामी पूर्ण चैतन्य जी के साथ next chanting session अपना त्रिकाल संध्या होगा. That will be from 11th Feb to 20th Feb. Trikal Sandhya at 3 times. So if you want to do 3 times, you can do 3 times on our Zoom link. There'll be some people who will be doing, और आप भी साथ में कर सकते हो, या आप सुनने के लिए भी आ सकते हो अगर आप सीखे नहीं हो उपनयन संध्या वंदन तो. और आपको कोई एक ही टाइम पे आना है तो एक ही टाइम, वो सारे टाइमिंग वगैरह डिवाइन चैंट्स ऑफ इंडिया जो ग्रुप में आप लोग हो उसी में ये सारे टाइमिंग्स वगैरह अनाउंस हो जाएंगे, उसकी जूम लिंक भी अनाउंस हो जाएगी उसमें. एंड देन तो ये गायत्री मंत्र का चैंटिंग होगा बेसिकली, जैसे महामृत्युंजय मंत्र किया था ना पहले, ये गायत्री मंत्र का होगा संध्या वंदन में. एंड फिर 22 और 23 फरवरी बिकॉज सी शिवरात्रि इज अप्रोचिंग ना, तो काल भैरव अष्टकम. एंड गेस हु इज गोइंग टू कम टू टीच काल भैरव अष्टकम? स्वामी पूर्ण चैतन्य जी. Swami Purna Chaitanya ji is coming 2 days to teach Kal Bhairav Ashtakam, and that we will be doing on 22nd, 23rd. तो काल भैरव अष्टकम सीखेंगे, तो उसके बाद अगर उसको हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं आगे, तो वी कैन ऑन द महाशिवरात्रि डे ऑल्सो वी कैन चैंट इट, isn't it?
Chanting. Chanting.
अच्छा, I'll just show you the उसका page.
So whole year we are planning to do some other chanting
Can you share?
and knowledge session. You can share. No, he has already shared. So,
What is?
fine.
अच्छा,
All right.
no, but where is it?
So be in
Yeah,
the
so this we just did. Yeah, स्वामी पूर्ण चैतन्य जी काल भैरव अष्टकम. Yeah, फिर महाशिवरात्रि के बाद we'll do some other programs, बता देंगे आपको उसके बारे में. बढ़िया. Okay. जय गुरुदेव everyone.
Jai Gurudev.
जय गुरुदेव हर्षल.
Jai Gurudev.